This is week 2, worksheet 4, executive branch. Ms. Sloger's already gone ahead and she's put her name and the date at the top of the paper. And I know what you're thinking. Ms. Sloger, there's no instructions on the top of this paper. What am I supposed to do? So you're going to take the reading that we already did yesterday, and you're going to read through it, and you're going to pull out important information from it, and you're going to put it in our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bubbles. So as we read, you're going to make sure that you either underline information or you're going to pay attention to the information that we already have underlined from when we read it the previous day. So this is just important information. It can be any type of information, and while you're doing the other bubbles by yourself, anything that comes out of here is okay to put in a bubble because it's important information. So don't feel like, oh, I think this could be important, but I'm not sure. This is all important information to have. So Ms. Sloger's only going to underline one more thing, because if you'll notice, we already have things underlined in it, which means you need to be doing some of this on your own, not Ms. Sloger. So Ms. Sloger's going to show you how to do it, and then you're going to finish it. But I will read for you both paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. The president is the leader or head of the executive branch, as well as the commander-in-chief of the U.S. Armed Forces. So Ms. Sloger thinks that is important information, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to underline it. This is all you're going to do as Ms. Sloger. You could do it as Ms. Sloger's reading, or you can do it as you read it, because you're going to have to read through it once on your own anyways. And then when Ms. Sloger goes to her chart, she's going to pull that out and just write it in. All right, so we have the president as the leader or head of the executive branch, as well as the commander-in-chief of the U.S. Armed Forces. The executive branch is responsible for making laws official and negotiating treaties. The president holds all of the power for this branch of the government, and the other members report to the president. Now remember, if you find something interesting in this, go ahead and underline it. The president approves and carries out laws passed by the legislative branch and also appoints, or basically says, I want this person, or removes cabinet members and officials. The executive branch also includes the vice president and other important officials, including the cabinet members. The cabinet is made up of the leaders of the 15 departments of the government, such as the Secretary of State and the Attorney General. They serve as advisors, so they give information or they give advice to the president about important matters happening in the country and all around the world. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in my text, and I'm going to take the first thing that I underlined, so that way I'm just going from one underlined thing to another to another. The first thing I underlined was that the president is the leader or the head of the executive branch. So that is what I'm going to write. I'm going to write it word for word. I don't even have to come up with my own words. So I'm going to say the president is the leader or head of the executive branch. And I took that straight from my text here. The president is the leader or head of the executive branch. The president is the leader or head of the executive branch. So all you're going to do now is you're going to go back through and you're going to read this, and you're going to pull out more information, enough that you're able to fill in your 1, 2, 3, 4 bubbles that you have left.